So I guess I'll call the meeting to order. That for December 8th at 6 o'clock. And I'll start off with the resolution of adoption of minutes. Be it resolved that the meeting be called to order and that the agenda for the meeting.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, if you could have a resolution to call the meeting to order with a mover and seconder, please.
Oh, okay. So I call the meeting to order. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move it, Mr. Mayor.
Councilor Pactacan moves it. Councilor Bichetti seconds it. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Carried. Okay. Be it resolved that the meeting be called to order and that the agenda for the minutes be adopted as circulated. Can I have a mover, please?
We just did that.
We did that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
okay.
didn't read the resolution, but we knew what you were doing.
Oh, okay, you did. Thank you. Be it resolved that council accepts the following additions and deletions of, or are there any deletions in them to the agenda? No. Be it resolved that council accept the following additions, deletions, and changes to
You
the
don't have to
agenda.
read that, because there's no additions.
It says here, okay. Okay. Go down to first reading. Zoning bylaw amendment, BL 2022-1, resolution number 2022. Be it resolved that the bylaws in the bylaws of the rural municipality of West St. Paul to the rezoning property located at 890 Holmes Road from agriculture zone to CH commercial zone highway be read. Can I have a mover, please?
I'll move it.
Councillor Campbell moves. Can I have a seconder?
I'll second it.
Councillor Pagdican seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No, we have to, don't we have to let the,
The planner will speak to
Yep.
us.
yeah,
Okay.
we have to let the planner speak
Okay.
before we vote on whether we accept it. First read.
Okay, I'll ask the planner, Mr. OJ, to present his report, please. Could I take this? Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, council members. The first item tonight is a zoning bylaw amendment application for first reading of the 2002-11. The location is 899 Holmes Road, roll number 414-300, 414-310. The proposal is to rezone the subject lands from A8 agricultural zone to CH commercial highway zone. The table you're looking at is the CH bulk regulations table that sets out the setbacks, building heights, and the minimum lot area and lot width requirements in the CH zone. This is the location map that shows the subject property and the surrounding context. And this map shows the current zoning map in terms of what the property is currently zoned, which is A80. Background and analysis. The applicant is proposing to rezone the subject property from A80 agricultural zone to CH commercial highway zone to facilitate the establishment of 33 commercial highway lots. The applicant is proposing a public reserve as part of this application. Under the RRPD development plan, the subject property has a dual designation: resource and agriculture (AR) and the business park (BP). The newly created CH commercial highway lots are contained within the BP commercial business park designated lands. It's also important to note that there's an associated subdivision application S22-2977 with this rezoning. Given that the proposed commercial highway lots are contained within the business park policy area, the study proposal is consistent with the regular planning district development plan. However, more research and analysis is required before RPD can recommend if the study proposal should be approved or not. Thus, we recommend that first reading be given to the bylaw, allowing a public hearing to be scheduled, and our office to conduct further research, including referring the application to committing agencies. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Do councilors have any questions? Councilor Bichetti?
Can I just ask you to go back to the chart with the setbacks and everything? Is the building height 35 meters? That's maximum height?
That's gotta be wrong.
Sorry, that's feet,
Okay, that's, okay, let's double check.
35 feet, sorry about it.
That's it for me. I just-
Anyone else have any questions?
I had a question.
Councilor Clyburn?
Yeah, sorry, to the chair and to our planner here. I kind of see where the roads are that are being proposed. One is off Penida, or Pipeline, is that correct? And one off of Holmes Road, I mean, the exits and entrances?
Yes, so. So one of the roads is going on a Pipeline Road, the other one is on Holmes Road.
Are you able to bring up the site plan, basically with, sorry, to interrupt, but with the lots drawn out on it, with the roads, probably be best.
Sure.
To the chair, to the planner.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Any other questions?
I still have some more follow-up after this.
Councilor Clyburn? Yeah, Mark?
Yep. We'll just let him bring it up
Okay.
first.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
It's the very last page in our booklet, or in our presentation, I guess.
Report.
Yeah, report, whatever. Call it. Now, it's hard to say for sure if this is actually an access road or just a road.
Exactly. Where's it accessing?
Well, just so that each
Trying to
lot,
access
so
up
that,
that one.
so that each lot has access there by number one, or, I'm not sure if they would do that.
I think it's because you have to have two exits, right?
You have to, but it would make sense.
Yeah.
Usually they have to make roadways off public, or off, highways like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay.
And if you can rotate it.
So,
So you have the Holmes Road,
now,
Yep.
and then it goes in here with the cul-de-sac here,
yeah,
and you go there and it comes out.
on the pipeline.
Pipeline, yeah.
Okay. The existing McEwen property, I see kind of all kinds of things there. Is there a subdivision going through with this reading?
Yes, I've just said that there's an associated subdivision application with this here.
Okay, we just haven't seen it. This is,
This is it?
This is a conceptual.
This is a first reading for the bylaw rezoning.
okay,
For the rezoning application.
right, so the subdivision application will come out.
That application will come together with this to the public hearing in January, when this has been circulated here.
Okay, just for my information then, where the McEwen building is that gonna be subdivided out as a separate lot?
Yes,
That's lot number 1?
number 5.
Number one is top.
Okay.
Number one is up here. Number one is there.
Okay, what's
So
this?
He's saying, I'm not sure what that is, but he was saying it was number 5, because I think that's the building there.
And there's 2 number 1s and 2 number 5s?
No, so the way the subdivision is being proposed is in blocks and lots. So we have a block 1, under which we have a 1 to 14. We have a block 2, lots 1 to 10, and we have a block 3, block 3, which is 1 to 14, and block 1, which is 1 to 8.
Oh, so they're just different blocks?
Yes,
Right, so that's what kind of what I'm asking. So the Holmes Road is on a block where it's lot
on
number
block
one,
three.
lot number 5, it looks
block,
like,
block
right?
3.
So,
Is it lot 3 or 5?
Block 3, lot 5.
Oh,
lot
okay.
5. And the way that they're proposing to subdivide it is in a sort of triangulation there? Is that what's going on there?
So as part of this proposal,
Like,
there's a proposed road allowance, which is coming from the MIT that they need to, the applicant needs to preserve for the expansion of the creation of road for expansion of a government road on the pipeline and the police road. So that is why you have the triangular shaped wall, the road that says public road, if you see that.
That's the perimeter and
Right.
pipeline
If
where
I
there's
can
gonna be
It's
expansion.
being expropriated by MI.
That piece?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, all right, good, thank you.
Council have any more questions? Is there an applicant present? Or, no?
Well, there's no public hearing.
No public hearing? Okay. Okay, could I have,
Do you have a mover?
Yep.
You have a seconder?
that's what, okay, can I have a mover, please?
You already have a mover and a seconder.
Seconder.
Other questions?
So now it's just questions or discussion?
Questions or discussions?
Everybody have questions or discussion?
No questions?
No questions?
I'm just wondering, I have a comment, I'm just wondering, we had some feedback yesterday from another developer regarding service issues, and I'm wondering if this applicant wants to go forward with this the way that it is, or the way that our bylaw is. But I guess we'll go forward and, or decide whether or not we're gonna go forward, and then we'll have to work with us, because if we amend our bylaws only for commercial highway, which is what the applicant or the developer asked
Yep.
of us the other night, that will impact this property as well, will it not?
Cool.
No, that's a
Councillor?
different, that's a different area. This property's not in the zoning that we changed for that, say retail area.
That
this
retail area is
doesn't-
also commercial highway though, right?
No, but this area doesn't fall in it. When we did that rezoning, it blocked out the area that it would fall under.
Okay, I'm not really sure on that, but okay.
Pam can,
Good.
This area would be in a non-serviced area. There were changes to the zoning bylaw, that impact commercial highway zone properties if they're located within a serviced area.
Oh, okay, so this is a completely sort of a different type of zoning because it's not serviced.
Same zoning, but there's different standards that would apply.
Okay, good, thank you.
Any other questions, comments? No? Okay. What's the next step now?
Vote.
All those in favor?
Call
Okay.
the question.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None carried. Okay.
You're at 6.2.
There is nothing there. 7.1 is the next one. I'm just waiting for the planner.
6.2.
Oh, okay. Not on this one here. I'm looking down here. Okay, so the next one is 6.2. Activity report. Anyone have any questions? Council have any questions on it?
No, it's just for information.
Just for information?
Do we need a mover?
No,
No.
there's no resolution.
And
It's
there's,
just information, Councillor Baxter.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good night.
good night. So then we'll move to 7.1, regular minutes, confirmation of the minutes, 7.1. Be it resolved that the minutes of a regular meeting held on November 24th, 2020 2022 be approved. Could I have a seconder?
I'll second.
I'm sorry, the mover?
The mover?
No, actually, I wasn't here, so I won't move.
Okay. Okay, move, okay, Councillor
I'll
Piedekan
second.
moves. Clyber, Councillor Clyber seconds it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Nope, carried. Go to 7.2. Be it resolved that the minutes of the 203 Board of Revisions held on November 2nd, 2022 be approved as presented. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move.
Councillor Campbell moves. Second it. Councillor Shetty seconds it. Any comments, questions?
I have a question.
Okay, Councillor Clyber.
Under the committee appointments, the Board of Revision Secretary is to be our CEO, Mr. Olnick. I see that he wasn't present at this meeting. Was there an issue at the time that why he wasn't present and the CFO became the secretary of this meeting?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mr. CEO.
emergency call out, so I had Crystal sit in as the secretary and I came back about halfway through. So I was for decisions in that.
I wonder if we should list you as being present in this meeting as well,
Mhm.
because if you were there for half of it, then you were present, right?
Yep.
Could we make an amendment that, that it'd be Crystal Shawata / Brent Olnick?
I can make that.
Yeah. I'll look back on my records and find out what time I came back at.
Okay.
Any other questions? Nope. Okay, can I call for the question? All in favor? All opposed? None? Carried? Let's see, that was 7. So now we're down to,
10.1.
okay, 10.1, accounts payable. What's 10.1 here? So this is for information only?
Yes.
Okay,
Just comment that we have never, as a council, removed the resolution officially to not have oversight any longer. That's something we still have to explore, and we talked about that last time. And there is an invoice I have concerns with, but I've sent you my concerns, so I'll leave it with you.
okay, thank you very much. You sent that email
Today.
today? Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, so then we'll move down to number 13, the CAO report. Be it resolved that Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul accept the CAO report as information. Can I have a mover, please?
I'll move.
Can I have, Councillor Campbell moves. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Bichetti seconds. Any questions?
I wanted to know, to the chair, we have here a report saying that the 2021 audit would be December 2022, but when I look at the Director of Finances, it says in progress. It's still in progress. So, we're just waiting for, what are we waiting for on that? It
Well,
says
the
it's in progress, and it says it's partially done. Could I ask
Go ahead,
the CEO?
Mr. CAO.
Yeah, I was told by, the auditors were in a number of weeks ago, and I was told by them it would be the second week in December.
Okay,
So that's why I put that in my report, and I guess Crystal in her report put it's in progress because it hasn't come back yet, but I'm expecting it. If I haven't seen it by the end of this week, we're going to inquire where it is. We want it on, they've had it for a while now, I believe it was at the start of November. So, we're expecting them to have it before the end of the year for us.
great, thank you.
So Crystal mentioned in her report that the auditors were completed testing. I'm not sure what she meant by that. of the audited, I believe it was the audited statements.
So what they do, I don't know exactly the fine details of an audit, but they come in and they ask for samples of different things, and we supply a number of things they ask for, and then they'll take those items away and they'll do testing on them. So test for an audit to see if it meets procedures or it meets the accounting principles, those type of things.
So is that an indication that the audit reports are near completion then?
Yeah,
Or it is?
yeah,
Okay.
they should be,
Yeah, for sure it does.
they
Okay,
should be really close.
okay. Anyone else have any questions? No, okay, can I have a mover, please?
You have?
I have just the vote, I think.
Yeah, okay, right. Can I call for a vote?
Favor?
All in favor, all opposed? None, carried. So now we go to communications. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul accept the miscellaneous correspondence for the month of November as information. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move.
Councillor Campbell moves, Councillor Pagdican seconds it. Any questions, comments? None? Can I call the question, please? Can I have all in favor?
Favor?
All opposed? Are you, Councillor Clyburn?
I'm not opposed to voting in favor.
Oh, you vote in favor? Okay, all in favor of this. Carried.
I'm just making notes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, now we go to 14.2, Building Substantiation Communities Report. Where's this here? Okay, got any questions about it, Councillor? No? Okay, we'll carry on.
Are we applying for these grants? To the chair, to the CEO, or other members?
So I wanted to bring this to council so you could see the grants and the criteria for them, and want council to be thinking of if they have any ideas what they might want to put forward for the community program guidelines. So you can see the amounts, it tells you what's eligible and what isn't eligible. So we've met as the staff administration has met and has a couple of projects on the line that they're thinking of, but we want to come back and have council involved here for ideas they may have. So we want to get this on there. We want all council to review this, and then in a future date, probably in the next December meeting, we'll come back and pull for discussion with council if they have any ideas. And on January 16th, I believe, is the deadline.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Councillor Campbell.
Yeah, so I had emailed into admin, and because I had members from my community sending me the link to this, which I know the RM had already knew about it, but I had members asking about, splash pad at Sonoma Center, Access Center.
Okay.
Just so that everybody's, that was something that some of my residents had emailed about and said, hey, make sure the RM's on this grant, and I'd asked about it, and they said, yeah, it'll be on the next meeting.
Oh, okay, thank you. Any other questions? No? Okay. Okay, so now we go down to 15.1, miscellaneous meeting dates, resolution. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul authorize attendance of the following meetings. November 2nd, All-Net Orientation, Mayor Trujan. November 9th, Mayor Trujan and Councillor Campbell. Mayor 14th, West St. Paul Council Boot Camp, Mayor Trujan, Councillor Beshebi, Councillor Pagdican, and Councillor Kleiber. And May 15th, West St. Paul Council Boot Camp, Mayor Trujan and Councillor Kleiber. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move.
Councillor Kleiber moved. Can I have a seconder?
I'll second.
Okay, Councillor Campbell seconded. Can I have any comments, questions? None? Can I call for the question? All in favor? Aye. Aye. In favor, all in favor, all opposed? Carried. Next is 15.2. Municipal Office, Public Works and Access Center holiday schedule. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul approve the schedule of the closure of the Municipal Office, the Public Works Department, and the 2023 holiday season as follows. I believe you all have it up. Do you all know, you all seen it? You all looked at it? Any, can I call a mover?
I'll move.
Councilor Kleiber moved. Councilor Campbell seconds it. Any comments, questions? None. Can I call for a vote?
In favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Favor?
Carried. Any opposed? None. Carried. Okay, this is an administration report. On the next one, 15.2, let's see, 15.3. Municipal equipment decals, this is for information only. Any comments, questions about the decal information that was presented to council?
Just a comment, Marchuchin.
Yes.
I have seen, I've seen a couple of trucks where the decals are starting to come off,
Okay,
and they're on rear windows. One when I was, well, I won't say where, but I have seen them, they're half off already. So maybe we need to review, looking at, like, redoing them. I'll let you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure after we've done this report, they're going to make sure that all the decals are not hanging off or anything.
Yeah, they're kinda
Any parts are
hanging
rubbed
half
off, so
off, half on,
Each vehicle.
looked like it was gonna
would be-
fall off.
Mhm.
so there were a couple that were on the back of the windows. Could they all be now on the side of the vehicles?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because then it's easier to see, I mean, then you know what it is.
Mhm.
I see there's some that are on order already, so that's great. And I guess I just want to pose a question. So I guess Councilor Burchetti, Mark talked about, you mentioned one time that when we have rental equipment, there might not be any decals on.
No, not rental equipment, equipment that's through our tendering process, our equipment tender.
Okay,
It'll have decals of the company that, I guess, won the bid.
yeah, are they required to have them on or not?
Like West St. Paul,
No, our contractors that are they required to have decals on there? Do we?
we can make sure that, I don't think we included that in this latest bid, but I know this company that won our snow clearing bid has decals on. But we could say, we can make it part of our bid, right, that you need to have a decal identifying your vehicle.
Yeah. So is that for next time or is that for, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we have
we
to.
know this time in the snow clearing that they do have decals, this company, but we can make sure that we do it in the higher trucks and equipment that you need a decal moving forward. We'll put that in all our,
So do you know who does the townhouses on Main Street? Do you know who does the snow clearing?
It's private.
It's private. Oh, it's the,
private roads.
So
Oh.
the people that own the townhouses, Thiessen Brothers,
yeah,
they would do their own snow clearing. Is that correct?
oh,
Mr.
okay.
CEO?
So yeah, they didn't have decals on their stuff, I noticed the other day,
I know
so.
who does it, and yeah, they don't have decals on their stuff.
Oh, you know what, you saw that too?
Well, I know who does it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I sold them the equipment, so yeah, I know exactly.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not required to because it's their own road,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Yeah, no, okay.
There's no law in the city of Winnipeg or the province that machinery has to have that.
So is there do you know of a date when the decals will be in or not? For the ones that are on order?
They're on order. I expect them by the start of next week.
Oh, is that right? Okay, okay.
We were told less than 2 weeks.
Oh, is that right? Okay, that's good. Okay, so next we go down to 15.4, letter of intent, ready to move childcare, expression of interest. Be it, whereas the province of Manitoba has launched a ready to move childcare project, expression of interest to expedite the development of licensed nonprofit daycare, learning, and childcare centers. And whereas regulated nonprofit infants and preschool childcare spaces are in high demand in the rural municipalities. Whereas John Q. Public John Q. Build is working with the Province of Manitoba Early Learning and Childcare Program and Social Innovation Office to explore and validate innovative methods and project designs and delivery of local governments. And whereas John Q. Public Incorporated / John Q. Build has partnerships with municipalities to plan, procure, develop, build, deliver new daycare facilities as identified by the province expression of interest. Where now therefore be it resolved that the Council of Rural Municipality of West St. Paul authorize the Chief Administrative Officer to sign a letter of intent between the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul and John Q. Public / John Q. Build to enter in an agreement to utilize the John Q. Build Incorporated daycare process to expedite and facilitate the delivery of quality non-profit licensed daycare provisions in the municipality of West St. Paul.
I move it.
Second.
Okay, Councillor Kleiber moves it, Councillor Campbell seconds it. Call to the, yeah, comments, questions?
Yes, so with.
Councillor
the-
Shetty, sorry.
Sorry, with approving, if we approve this, does this hold us to something about, because we have to find the land, we have to supply the land. We haven't even talked about where we have land or what land we could offer to this. Are we tying ourselves to this by saying that we're gonna work with the company or the daycare? Like, we haven't discussed any of this yet.
No, we're not tying ourselves, but can I get I'll let Mr. Sierra
Yes.
explain it.
So the document is non-binding. We've had our lawyer, Maria Grande, review it, and she said it is a non-binding document. But she also said to make sure, be clear that in the letter and intent, there's a number of items moving forward that the RM will have to do. And that would include, I'll go through them.
Yeah,
Is that okay?
yes, by all means, yes.
Okay, 2 acres of fully serviced and developable building site. Proof of land ownership, so we would have to own the land. A legal site survey, a topographic site survey, a geotechnical site survey, so these are all things we would do if we were putting a building somewhere. An environmental site assessment, so these are normal things if you're moving forward. 15-year rent-free operation, so part of the program with the province is you'll have a daycare provider move in and you'll have to give them 15 years rent-free. The RM would do outdoor and landscape maintenance, including snow removal and grass cutting, so it would be on our land. We would we would own the building, so it would be rent-free, so we'd be doing that anyways in that area where we do the building. Monetary and resource contributions to the project is required, so we would come back and say, you know, as we move forward, we would delve more into it and say, here's what the other things that are required from us, so they will need services, you know, for a daycare center. And those were the items that are part of the program. So Maria Grande said to make sure that you are aware of it, but she also was very clear that this is non-binding, and even in their document they have a clause that says non-binding. So this is for us to give them, it's like a letter of interest that said we're interested in moving forward here to get us on the list.
Mr. Mayor, if I.
Yes, Mr. Campbell? Yes.
So what about, and it wasn't listed in there, who's, you know, if we did go through this, who's responsible for hydro or water, like, it's, who's responsible for
Utilities?
utilities? Yes,
Yeah, that would be the daycare.
okay.
Any other questions? So I got a question, Mr. Sierra. So they said there were some things that we had to do. So first of all, we had to do land, and then we have to do all those other services like geotech. So does that have to be done right away, or do we just
No, not right away.
So we don't have to really put in any cost into this at present.
No.
No. So when do they notify us? Like, how does this work?
Well, we would be in a group of RMs that puts forward the submission is in December.
Okay.
December 19th, I believe, is the
Yeah.
final submission. So we'd be in the submission, and then the province would have to approve these, there's 5 RMs, right?
Right,
The province would have to approve, yeah, these all qualify, then we go to the next steps. There's about 15 steps. I've got a binder of steps that
oh, okay,
do
oh,
moving
okay,
forward. So this is just the step to
Show we're
Yeah.
interested.
Qualified.
make sure the province knows that we're interested and that, you know, we're moving forward on getting these initial things done.
okay,
No cost.
no cost, okay. Any other questions? Can I call for the question? All in favor? All opposed? None? Carried? Let's see, where is it, 15? 18? 18.1? Oh, yep. Okay, so now we're going in camera. We're going to call for our resolution. What's the resolution? Be it resolved that in accordance with section 15.2.3 of the Municipal Act, councils do now move in camera to discuss matters that are in preliminary stages and respecting which discussion in public could prejudice a municipality's ability to carry out its activities or negotiations. Be it therefore resolved that in accordance with section 83(1)D of the Municipal Act, any issues that are discussed are kept confidential until discussed at the regular meeting of council. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move.
Councillor Campbell moves. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Kleiber seconds. All, okay. Done, done. Wait till we,
Anyways, call for the question.
Okay,
Not gonna
call-
discuss anything.
okay, call for the question. All in favor? Okay. All right. All opposed? Nope, carried.
Thanks.
I start with the resolutions?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now we're at 18.3.1, Development Agreement, Resolution, Development Agreement S20-2871. Resolution is be it resolved that Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul approve the development agreement of subdivision S20-2871. Be it further resolved that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the development agreement. Can I have a
I'll move.
move? Okay,
Second.
second. Councilor Bichetti seconds. Any questions, comments? No, none? Can I pose the question? Yeah, all in agreement? Aye.
Favor?
All opposed? None? Carried. Next one on the item is 18.3.2, resolution agreement to amend the request for S21-2919. Be it resolved that Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul approve our amendment to the development agreement of subdivision S21-2919. And further be it resolved that the mayor and CEO be authorized to sign the amended development agreement. Can I have a motion to move?
I'll move.
Councilor Campbell, Councilor Kleiber seconds it. Any questions? Just go ahead, Councilor Bichetti.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, are we adding the changes, amended as with
As
the,
per your instruction in here.
okay,
As discussed, or, yeah, okay, what she said, yeah.
okay, thank you.
So how does that show up now?
Just
Same as the third
as it
one.
reads.
Say again, please.
As you read it, it's fine.
As I read it? Okay. Any more questions? No. Okay, can I call for the question? All agree? All
Favor?
all opposed? I'm opposed. One opposed. Carried. Okay, next one we do is 18.3.3. Development Agreement S21-2924. Resolution be it resolved that Council in the Municipality of West St. Paul approve the development agreement of subdivision S21-2924. And be further be it resolved that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the development agreement. Can I have a motion?
I'll move.
Councilor Bichetti
I'll second.
moves. Councilor Campbell seconds it. call for the question. Anybody comments? I should ask first. Comments? Nope, none. Okay, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None? Carried. Okay. Malcolm's turn. Number 19, be it resolved that this meeting of council stands adjourned at 8:19 p.m. I'll
All of that?
move it,
Second.
second it, okay. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Opposed? Carried.